You are now listening to The Lance Scurv Show, the boldest spot on internet radio.
Hi, Lance. Thanks again. I want to talk today to the GBF about what, actually, the Bible calls it this, but this is an ancient name for the spirit who guides money, the spirit who creates money. There are many different names for this entity called money. Most of black people in the West know the spiritual name for money is mammon because most of us came out of Christianity. Okay? And let me thank the Scurv family first. Scurv family, I want to say thank you so much for having me on the show. And GBF, Global Black Family, I want to tell you thank you for actually having the ears to listen. But I also want to admonish you, if you can share, because there's a lot of hungry souls who are looking for the truth, and to bring them onto this kind of knowledge so that they can grow and they can share. Okay? Thank you both, Scurv family and GBF, for listening. Today we're going to talk about the 4 kinds of money that circulate on this planet. Okay? Money is a spirit. It's a sea spirit. Okay? Money as we know it today, it's a sea spirit. It is a currency. What is currency? Look up that word. We call it currency. And the prefix, the root word of currency is current. What is current? Current is an electrical charge. And currency, you can always also look at that in terms of the ebb and flow of the ocean current. Okay? So that tells you that money originates from the sea. And we all know about maritime law, which guides trade. And we also know that most courts they don't use land laws to govern entities on the land. They use the laws of the sea. Okay? So we're talking about the 4 kinds of money. The spirit that controls and creates money in the West is known as mammon. Okay? Mammon. But that's one name, ma, like mommy water. Okay? Ma or mother, man, mother of man, mammon, mother of man. Okay? This entity, mammon, who created money, okay, produces 4 kinds of money. Now, this theory didn't come up with me. Someone told me this a couple years ago and said to me that you got to know how to cleanse and purify money, because all money is not good. All money is not good to have. Okay? So, you got to understand, that there are 4 kinds of money. Okay? Lord, you guys know I'm always walking, because in New York City, we're a city that walks. Okay? And in the city that walks, okay, there's going to be noise everywhere. Okay? So just bear with me, because it's a city that walks. It's a city that always moves, okay? And many of you in a city where you drive. In New York, when it's nice outside, we walk everywhere. We don't stay inside. We walk. So just bear with me, okay? So some of you are asking, why are you always walking? Because it's a city that walks, okay? It's a city that doesn't sleep and it also walks. So bear with me, okay? Hey. So back to my month, okay? Because this is important going forward. This is really important going forward that you need to know and you need to understand. Okay? And you also need to know how to, this is the most important thing, black people. When you begin to circulate money, especially if you're dealing in dirty money, you have to know how to ritually clean that money. I am not saying money laundering. Okay, money laundering is illegal. I don't teach you how to break any landlord. Okay? You don't break any government law. I'm saying spiritually clean money. There are 4 kinds of money. Most people only know how to get clean money. And a lot of street people are learning about clean money, and they're shifting from the other kinds of money to clean money. Why? Because there's less liability when you're operating with clean money than there are when you're operating with the other 3 kinds. Let me tell you the 4 kinds of money. The first kind of money is clean money. Money that is made where the power structure that governs this planet says this money is legal. The second kind of money is ritual money. Ritual money. I'm going to break it all down. The third kind of money is, oh Lord, it's a good thing I wrote this out. My mind just went blank again. You have your clean money, you have your ritual money, you have your trap money. Okay? Trap money. And then the fourth and final one is your blood money. Your blood money. Now the clean money, technically there's 2. There's your clean money and there's your ritual money. Okay? But I broke it down even further to your blood money, your trap money, your ritual money, and your clean money. Write this down. Your clean money. What is clean money? Clean money is the money that gets circulated according to the laws and the rules. Let me give you an example. You apply for a job in a legal entity, a legal corporation, a legal place of employment. They pay you. You pay your taxes. You're less likely when you go by the book for any of the forces except when you begin to make big clean money. Okay? When you go from income bracket to income bracket. I taught you that in the Nipsey Hussle video. Okay? And yes, I know his name is Nipsey Hussle. Just to let you know, my mind went totally blank when it came to his name for some reason. And I started messing up his name. I call him Nip. Okay? And I started messing up his name, calling him Nip Hussle. And I'm like, I know his name. Why am I calling him Nip Hussle? My mind went totally blank when it came to his name. It's amazing. Anyway, Nipsey Hussle. I taught you about when you're shifting economic brackets, how you come up, how you have, enemies at all levels of your progress. Okay? And I'm going to teach you about how enemies incarnate when you incarnate. That's a later date. Back to the 4 kinds of money. So your clean money is the money that the state terms legal money. You work, you get paid your check, it gets taxed, it circulates back into society. Okay? But then there's the ritual money. What is ritual money? Ritual money is money that can literally appear out of nowhere because money is a spirit. Black people, you need to know this. Money is a spirit. This is why you see people change when you begin to acquire it, because it is a spirit, okay? The ritual money is money where you have these high-level occultists, and they can perform rituals to literally make money, real money. I'm not talking about fake money that you take to a bank and the bank, takes the marker and highlights it and says, this is fake. No. They highlight it and they go, okay, this came from the government. There are ritualists who can literally do occult spells and money, real money, okay, real banknotes, okay, begin to appear. Okay? Why? Because on the other side that you can't see, mammon lives. I use the word mammon because you'd understand that term. I'm not advocating the Bible. Okay? I am just telling you a name that you're familiar with so you understand what I'm trying to show you. Okay? There are occultists that can perform rituals that can make mammon, make money appear. Then there's the blood money. Some of them call drug money, gun money, hit money, when you go out and you do a hit, organ harvesting, sex trafficking. All these are considered blood money. But there's other kind of blood money where a person performs a blood ritual. And certain kinds of blood rituals will produce money. Now, you can perform, people, not me, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm teaching you something. I am not telling you to do this. I am teaching you something because I have a lesson to show you when I show you the 4 kinds of money. There are those who perform blood rituals. Like you go out, you kill someone, the person dies, and all of a sudden, people become rich. That's blood money. Okay? Then there is trap money. Let me show you the kinds of trap money. Politicians always fall. Notice, whenever they try to take down a politician, they always fall under trap money. Trap money, embezzlement, that's trap money. Honeypot, that's trap money. What's a honeypot? They set up the politician with a woman. Now today they set them up. They set them up with a 12-year-old girl, right? Where there's some kind of financial exchange. He has sex with some minor. He pays her off. Someone's filming it. Then they broadcast it to the media, like Anthony Weiner. That's trap money. Okay? Politicians always fall under trap money. Bangers usually fall under blood. When I say fall, I mean they end up getting trouble with the law under blood money. Pastors usually fall when it comes to trap money. Okay? Your celebrity, usually their demise come from blood money. Okay? And so we have the ritual money, we have the blood money, we have the trap money, then we have the clean money. The people who usually fall, which is rare, very rare, under the ritual money, very rare. These are the high level people. These are the people who control economy. Okay? The ritual money. Usually, when they fall, they usually commit suicide. These are your bankers. Okay? These are when whole economies tank and all of their wealth, they go from having $20 billion to no money in 2 seconds. Okay? And then they jump off a building. They usually fall because under ritual money, because money is a spirit. Then you have the average Joe, like you and I, that try to operate under clean money. You hear these stories about, from people who win the lottery. Okay? The lottery, now, the lottery is numbers, and the people who originally came up with the lottery are black people. The state called numbers illegal, took it over, and gave you lottery. I never said black people were the ones who came up with these numbers. Okay, we had the same thing in Trinidad. We called it, I forgot what it was called in Trinidad, playway. Playway. They called it playway. There's another name they called it. Playway. We've been doing these numbers for ages. This is why I tell black people, learn to understand numbers. It's a control game via numbers. When you learn to decode this binary system through numbers, you will be able to understand what's going on. And it's so funny because I call myself G.I. Jane 0001, and I always tell black people never choose zero. But what I did is I put their binary code together in my name because the binary code is zeros and ones. Even though I tell black people, and I'm thinking I should change that email address, I always tell black people, don't choose a zero. Choose any number between 1 and 9, but not a 0. But mine is on a binary code of 0 and 1, so I locked it. Okay? Still, I prefer if black people don't choose a number that's 0, because they're predicting in 2053, this is the numbers game again, this is the money game again, they're forecasting that black American economic wealth will be 0. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. If it's going to be a 0, there's going to be a 1 in front of it. And I say it's going to be on a million, not a 0. That's what I'm telling you about ritual money. Ritual money are these forecasters, because that's a forecast. Okay? Think about the word forecast. They're saying a future spell. According to our data, we're setting to put black people on a 0. That's a ritual spell they're casting on the 44 million black people come 2053. They're going to be worth 0. People think I'm crazy when I'm telling you they put black people on a binary code of 0. And I'm telling black people, change that binary code from a 0. And you walk in your numbers, what you want your numbers to be. Not every black person wants to be filthy rich. Some just want to have a good job and be happy. Some want to be rich. Some want to be middle class. Some are comfortable right where they are, and they just seek knowledge and wisdom. Right? So the point is, understand this binary code. Understand what it means when they say 0. Okay? Understand what they mean when they tell you 0. But back to the topic of ritual money. So when we look at these big boys, the big bankers, these are the people that control economies now. These are the people, the movers and the shakers of whole nations. Okay? Let me show you how their ritual money works. These are the people that control whole nations. They determine the economic of nations. When a nation go up, when a nation's economy goes down, this is all ritual money. These are the big boys that have, 9 zeros behind their name. Okay? And when their ritual money fails and they fall, they commit suicide. Notice how it works. When you're dealing with the blood money, it usually ends in death. When you look at things like gangs and mafia, okay, that's blood money. It usually requires bloodshed. The bankers, when they fall, it's usually a suicide associated with the ritual money. When it comes to blood money, it's usually blood death that comes when they fall. When you're dealing with trap money is usually politicians and pastors. These people, when they fall, I'm showing you how they fall. When it's trap money, okay, they always end up in things like, they're always humiliated and put to shame, and they end up in prison, and their career usually ends. Okay? So why am I teaching you about these 4 types of money that controls this world? It's because some of you are going to come into money. The money may look clean. The money may be clean money. But when the money circulated, you don't know everywhere that dollar went. Some of you are going to come into money. Okay? Whether through an inheritance. You don't know who died for you to get that inheritance, how much blood was shed, and what part of that money was blood money. You don't know if that money trapped someone, as in trap money. You don't know if rituals were done, and it was ritual money, in order for you to get it as clean money. So why am I telling black people this? Telling black people this because you need to know how to ritually clean your money. I'm saying that again. There's a place in Brooklyn where a lot of Hasidic Jews go. And I remember I was driving in a car one day, and the taxi driver said to me, "You see this car wash?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you know?" He said, "They told me in that car wash, every Friday before sundown," he said, "the Hasidic Jews go to that neighborhood and wash their money." This was years ago. I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You see them all lined up at that car wash, and they all wash their money." This was years ago. And that sat with me for years, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? They go to a car wash and they wash their money? And I said to myself, I said, when I didn't come into the higher realms of understanding how this world operates, I just thought they were crazy. I just thought, okay. And then when I went into Christianity, because I told you before, I came out of Christianity when my eyes were opened as to what it was. I said to myself, I said, oh, they were Pharisees and Sadducees, and thought, oh, that the money went into unclean Gentile hands, so we got to wash it. Then when I left Christianity and I thought about what that person told me, I woke up and I realized that they were ritually cleaning their money. And I said to myself, I pondered that for many years, and I said to myself, why would they ritually clean their money? And when you understand one of the factions who control the planet and how they control it through money, you begin to understand why they would ritually clean their money. And you say to yourself, if they control economics, and they control banking, and they control finance, then it begins to make sense why they would ritually clean their money. And why ritually cleaning the money is important. And people are saying, not all money is good money. Not only that, money is a spirit. Okay? And if that money that you get, because some of you are coming into money, and people are going to want to give you money, why it's important when black people come into money, before you spend it. Before you spend it. And most people don't have impulse control. I'm talking about when you get big money, okay? I am talking about when you get serious money, okay? It could even be someone give you $1,000. Impulse control. Before you spend it, clean your money. Ritually clean your money. Clean it, because money is a spirit. If that money circulated among blood money and you don't know that, okay? If that money circulates among blood money, like before you get it as clean money, and that money was in the hands of people who did blood rituals, okay, or people who did rituals, or people who trap people, and you get that inheritance in your hands, you're getting the blood entity attached to it, the ritual entities attached to it, and the trust entities that are attached to it. And then when you begin to spend that money, all of a sudden you see your life begins to go into a demise. I've seen this time and time again. People come into an inheritance and all hell breaks loose. And the only thing people say is, oh, more money, more problems. Or they say, people change when you get money. It's not just that the people change when you get money. It's because money is an entity. And when it circulates, and especially when it comes to you in a form of a lump sum, you got to ritually clean the money. You got to spend time purifying the money, even if it's a check. You got to have impulse control, and you got to wash that money. Because if you notice, I've seen this time and time again. People get money, large sum of money, and as soon as they get it, and they begin to circulate the money, all of a sudden, their life goes into hell. And that usually tells me something. There was something on that money that they got. Think about it. If people could charge guns and put entities of guns, and when these young black super soldiers, who you call gangs, pick up those guns, it's like they become possessed. If they could put ritual power on guns so that it can kill, when they go out there to kill, they can hit the target. And that target, they know when they leave, that target is dead. Okay? Think about what they do to money. Now think about the state of black people globally, the GBF, Global Black Family, and how they do everything for black people not to get money. And then when they start getting money, how they do everything to try to destroy them. Think about what I'm telling you. Okay? Why? Because money is a spirit. And the same way you could charge a gun and put entities on that gun is the same way how you can charge money and put entities on that money. Black people, learn to ritually clean your money. And what does that mean? You got to take time, take the money before you spend it, even if it's a check, even if it goes into your bank account. You could just put your hands on it. Something good to do is get a clean glass of water, not from your tap, probably like a good bottled water, like a good pH balanced water. You could put things like salt on that water, okay? And the amount of money you have, you speak over the glass of water as if it were your money. You speak over your bank account. You speak over that large lump sum of that check. And you disburse the 4 kinds, not the 3 kinds. You dispel the ritual entity, the blood entity, the trap entity, any destroying agent, okay, that will be used to destroy whatever you're trying to do. All right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? So I want to tell you thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Make sure to check out the boldest blog at lancescurv.com and follow Scurv on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube under Lance Scurv.